Okay, I believe I'm live on YouTube, so welcome to my online class for July. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, so welcome. And I just realised over here, you can see a big mess. That's a lot of my retired product that I'm trying to sort through and get rid of. So maybe I need to sit like this to hide it. Maybe not. So if you're watching, jump on and say hi. Now I have sent out, hi Barbara, how are you today? I have sent out card kits to various people who wanted to join into this class. So make sure you're got me on YouTube and you're watching, and you can comment and you can tell me if I'm going too fast when we're crafting. But yeah. So let me think. I don't think there's any specials or anything. We've just had a two-tone cardstock special, and that's just finished yesterday. So I hope people jumped on board with that. Hi Jenna Marie. If you're wanting two-tone cardstock, I did order some, and I think I said in one of my videos I was going to get the multi-pack and I ended up not doing that. I ended up getting a few of the colours. So anyway, I got them for cheaper, 20% off, so that's all that matters. But apart from that, I don't think there's any particular promotions going on at the moment. I did quickly check the website and didn't see anything. But just always remember that they release online exclusives I think it's every second month, unless there's a catalogue coming out. So there's always new product being released all the time, and a couple of new kits every month. So just always go to the online store, because then you won't miss any of the beautiful products that are coming out. Some people prefer it all in the catalogue, but I guess by them doing it this way, they can release more. They can get more in and release it when they need to. And when it expires or runs out, if it's not selling well, then they don't keep it stocked anymore. So from a business point of view for Stampin' Up, I can see why they're going this way. So just get used to the website, get used to the online store, get used to having a look around in it. I can't stress that enough, because then you won't miss out on anything. So let's go down to the craft desk and we can get started. What we're playing with, you prefer online exclusives, Jenna Marie. And you know what? I'm actually preferring them too. I'm finding that some of them last longer than the catalogue products, which as a demonstrator for me, that's better for me. But yeah, I know there's a lot being released all the time, but you don't have to buy it all. You just buy what you like, you know, or buy what you really want. That's how I look at it. I'd rather have too much product available than not enough. So that's my take on it. So what we're using today is an online exclusive. It came out a couple of months ago. It's the it's the Celebratory Sips Sweet Collection. So let's have a look as we go down to the online store. Forgive me. Go down to the craft desk from the online store. Okay. Hopefully I won't make too many muff-ups. I'm buffering, am I? Well, I don't know why that is happening. Maybe refresh your internet. That might help. See if that helps. Please let me know if there's any problems, because I look like I'm okay. So let me know if there's any problems. It could be the internet at your end, because it looks okay from my end. I hope you've got your cuppa or something to get you through this class. I got my green tea. It'll probably go cold, but that's the way it is. Okay, so this set... hi, Lizette. Good, I'm glad it's okay there. This set, as I said, is an online exclusive. And it comes with... I've got 2 packs of paper. I've sort of started diving into my second pack. It's got really good paper. And when I do an online class, I look for paper that I can either die cut, because I can't send out stamped images. I can die cut things, and you know, so I look for a suite or paper that I can do that with, and this one worked really, really well. This is the stamp set, Cheers and Sips, and it's got some little dies to go with it. This one puts texture on your cup, on your glass, and one of our cards we're making, we've done that. Otherwise, you can stamp all these images, and I know that's glary. I'll turn it off for a minute, but when we're crafting, I'll have to turn it back on because otherwise I can't really see what I'm doing. So you can stamp all your images and die cut them out with the dies if you buy the bundle. So that's the bundle. And then there are these two embossing folders, and they're the little ones that can fit through the mini cut emboss machine, and they're called Glass and Garden embossing folders. This one, let me see if you can, that might help. Or does that help? No, this is better. Sort of like cut glass, you know, cut crystal glassware, and that's really cool. It doesn't go all the way across the embossing folder. That's a really pretty one. And this one is the garden, so it's Glass and Garden, and this one's got like a pretty floral design going down the center. And of course you can use these embossing folders for other projects. You don't have to keep it. You can mix and match all your products together. You don't have to do it all, keep it all together like this is this and you can't use this for that. Go for it. Use everything. These are the holographic resin dots, which also come with this suite. Hi Sheila, thanks for hopping on. They're really pretty. I don't know if you can fully see how pretty they are. I'm pretty sure some of these are in your card pack if you got the card pack. And there's also and because I put a sticker over the top, gold striped mesh ribbon. That's what it's called, gold striped mesh ribbon. Now it's really quite pretty too, and this is part of the suite. But as I said, you mix and match. These things all mix and match around, so it works really well. Okay, let me work out what I'm doing. I probably don't need those, so I'll put those over here. I might need the stamp set. You guys will have to be using your own stamp sets. And this is some of the paper. So this is my very cut into pack. You've got papers with lots of drinks and bottles on it. You've got ones. Oh, and I didn't put my phone onto silent. Let me just do that. Yes. Somebody's just asking if I'm live yet. Let me just go to it. Yes, I'll just answer her. Yes. People are commenting. Maybe refresh. Maybe it was good I didn't have my phone on silent. I'm putting it on silent now. So hopefully she can jump on. So yeah, you've got this page that's got lots and lots of bottles and bits and pieces, glassware, citrus pieces, strawberries. You've got ones that have got you've got a couple of sheets that have got a whole lot of glassware, so that's consequently what we've used a lot for our cards today. You've got really nice paper that you can use either side. This is all I've got left on this one. Let me just see. I think this lady's still trying to get on. Let me have a look. Ah, good. Say hi, Christy. Make sure I can see you, or you can see me. So the paper is really quite nice. This is really good because if you've got the stamp set, you can stamp your glass over the top of these, and voila, you have a glass filled with alcohol, or filled with beverages. It doesn't have to be alcohol. So it's just really bright and cheery, and this one's got lots of citrus and, you know, bits and pieces that you put into your drinks, your cocktails. So it's really nice paper, and the paper alone you can just make beautiful cards with. So bear that in mind. If you can't afford a whole suite, go with the paper by itself. Okay, Now I'm probably going to have to turn my lamp back on because I know it probably doesn't look very dark, but it's not as bright as I would like it. So let's just do that for a minute. There we go. Okay, I think we'll just go card by card and see how we go. I won't show all the cards to start with. We'll just go card by card. Okay, so card number 1 in your pack will be this, whoops, will be this one. So this is using, let me look at my lemon lime twist. Now that is a colour I rarely use, but it's bright and cheerful, so let's go with it. So in your card kit you will have, this is card, I don't want to put it out of view, I'll put my little sticker down there, card number 1. Okay, so we'll get that out of the bag. Hi Elizabeth, thanks for hopping on. So this is card number 1 from your card kit. Now this class will involve a little bit of fussy cutting, so make sure you've got your paper snips, our beautiful paper snips that are no longer available. They have sold out, and Stampin' Up! Are trying to make, trying to find another manufacturer to make them. And our paper snips have been the best paper snips ever. So I hope you've got yours and maybe a spare pair or 2 spare pairs. Okay, so this is just a standard card base, A5 card base in lemon lime twist. We're going to, let's put this one here. Now see, if I do that, then I'll come down too low. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I want to cover up that glaring. There we go. And then you've got a piece of lemon lime twist, 10 centimeters by 14.4 centimeters, and that's been run through the, I think it's perfectly plaid embossing folder. So we're going to, let's do all our attaching to our matting piece first. You've also got a piece of designer series paper, the fruity piece I'll call it, and I think that was 4 centimeters by 14.4. We're going to attach that to our piece of embossed matting piece, and you've got a little piece of the paper as well, strawberry slush, and it's 1 centimeter by 14.4. So I just put that across the middle of this piece. Hi Susan, thanks for joining us. So this is my online card class for the month, and we're making 5 cards using the Celebratory Sips suite, mainly the paper, but yeah. So I would attach this piece, this 1 centimeter strip. I'm trying to get my desk clean and it's really not working. I was just working out classes before we went live that I can putting cards together to make up classes for next month, and that's what I was doing. So put some adhesive, whether it be glue, tape, seal, whatever is your preferred adhesive, on the back of your strawberry slush spots. But you're welcome to watch, Susan. Just because you don't have a kit doesn't mean you can't watch. Gives you ideas for if you do want to get a this suite. And I'm just going to put it in the center of our fruity piece of designer series paper. A fruity paper. And it doesn't really have a direction, the fruity paper, but you might think it looks better one way than the other, and that's entirely up to you. So next we're going to put adhesive on the back of this piece and attach it to our embossed panel. So we can do that. I love how our papers can just sort of make our crafting so much easier. So you can either use the lines from the embossing folder or just lines of your grid paper or glass mat. I put it sort of down towards the bottom, but if you want to put it in the center, you can put it in the center. It's entirely up to you. And you will have to just sort of press it down because it's going down over an embossed piece of cardstock, which is a bit bumpy and, you know, not as even, if that makes sense. Okay. That's pretty good to me. I've got a little bit of glue spurtage, so I'll just get rid of that. Okay, now we're going to add it to our card base. I think this is a good time to put our matting piece onto our card base. I have put it down flat. I haven't popped it up because we're going to pop some of these pieces up. So I have popped it down flat onto our card base. And being it's an embossed panel, make sure you put plenty of adhesive down so that it sticks really well. Gets into all the little nooks and crannies, all the creases. And I love my glue because I can shimmy it. Well, I normally can shimmy it up a little bit if I don't get it on exactly where I want it. So that's just put on with the border, top right, top, bottom, left and right, onto your matching coloured cardstock. Oh, thank you, Susan. That's really kind. Sometimes I wonder if I make any sense at all. I get tongue-tied and I get all nervous sometimes, but anyway. Okay, so that's your card base done with your matting piece. And it's the lemon lime twist. I know my lamp's probably making it look a bit bright and flary. Now, where are my paper snips? These are my very original paper slips. So these are 17 years old and they're still going strong. And if your paper snips get a bit gluey, if you've got one of these, what do you call these things? Stampin' Up used to sell them. I'm hoping they'll bring them back. I keep putting it into the suggestion box. It's a glue eraser. Just run it over your blades like this on your scissors, and it takes all the tacky, gluey, gummy stuff off them. You can buy them. I've got another one somewhere that I have bought from a craft shop. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. I think I got it in Spotlight, but I keep putting it into the sandbox that they bring it back. Oh, good. Thank you, Sheila. I'm so glad. Okay, now if you've got a card pack, you've got some little glassware, bits of glassware. And you might even have one that's half cut off. And the reason why you've got a half cut off one, use the ones on the edges of your paper to decorate the inside of your card, because then you're not wasting them. Okay, so you should have a tall glass and two, what do you call these? Squat glasses, tumblers. They might all be a little bit different because that's the way I had to do it. Thanks, Barbara. It is a great tip. I love these little adhesive erasers, and I just wish they'd bring it back. All your glasses may be different to the ones I've got. That's just because I had to cut them out from the paper to get, you know, get everybody's in. Now, if you've got the die, if you've got the bundle, no, the dies are over here. If you've got the bundle, this die cuts this glass out, and this die cuts this glass out. It won't cut this one out with the is that rosemary poking out of the glass? If you've got something poking out of the glass, these dies will not cut them out because it'll cut that off. So here's where our fussy cutting starts. So just cut your glassware out, and I just leave a little tiny border all the way around. If you've got the dies, you can certainly jump up and go and die cut them, but they're not really that hard to cut around. Oops, I don't want that. So I'm going to just place one over here, and just see this one. I've got two with sprigs poking out. You might have that, I don't know, but I've just had to go with how many I could get out of the paper. So just cut your little cups and glassware out. Can anybody hear my radio in the background? Because if you can, tell me, because I'll have to turn it off, because sometimes YouTube blocks me So copyright things, so whatever. That's another glass, and this one in my paper pack has got some ice cubes in it. You prefer dies to fussy cutting, and that's fair enough. If you've got the dies, well and good. But as you can see, the die wouldn't cut this one out, Sheila, because of the sprays coming out from the glass. So we do have to fussy cut this one. I don't mind fussy cutting if it's easy fussy cutting. If it's really intricate, it's not really my favorite thing. So just bear with me. We're all those crafting along. Tell me if I'm going too fast or too slow. That'd be great to know. It's funny that this is an online card class, because normally my card classes are this time of day, and we have across the road from a soccer field, and there's just so many cars parked all the time this time of year. And today there's only been about 3 soccer matches, which is funny. What's no, Lizette? Am I going too fast? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm not. So yeah, this is online, and I've got plenty of parking available outside today. Oh well, can't help these things. And if you've got your half cut glass, you might as well fussy cut that as well, because we're going to use that on the inside panel. Might as well do that now. Oh, you can't hear your music. Thank you. Thanks, Lizette. It's down really quietly, but when I stop talking, I think, oh, is that too loud? I can't stand a silent room. I need music in the background. So just cut out your half cut glass and have that ready. There we go. So you should have 3.5 pieces of glassware ready. So let me know when everybody's ready to continue. Or I'll just have a sip of tea and try and work it out. Okay, now you can place your glassware whichever way you like it. You can copy my sample card exactly. You can do whatever your little heart desires. There are no rules. So I might actually go a little bit rogue. Sometimes I do that. And maybe do it this way today. And then you should have a little banner that you can put a sentiment on. Now, because I've got the bundle, I'm going to go cheers to you, or cheers, let's celebrate, whichever. I'm just thinking if I like what I see. Now, I've put these 2 flat, and this one's popped, and our banner is popped. So you can do it the same way, or if you want to pop all your glasses and put your banner in a different place, that's entirely up to you. I'll leave you to decide that. So, what did I say? I'm going to do it how I did this one. I'm going to put my 2 on the sides flat down, and I'm going to pop that one there, and I'll just hold it down so it adheres to the embossed background. And where's my other one? Here it is. I'll just pretend this one's here. Put it up higher, maybe, or down lower. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put that too high. Oh, goodness. It's a dilemma. Mine don't look quite the same because they're different glassware, obviously. Maybe I could put this one like this. That's how I think I'll do it. I think that looks better. So this one's got to go down next, so I can put this one on dimensionals over the top. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck that in and put him so he's tall standing up tall. And this one's going to have dimensionals. And I'm just putting 2 in the center because if you want to tuck your banner in behind, if you've got dimensionals right near the edge, then you won't be able to tuck your banner in. But if you want to put your banner somewhere else, that's perfectly fine. Do you find these little backings everywhere? I find them all through the house. I saw one on Rosie the other day. So she'd obviously got stuck with some dimensionals on her back. Okay, you should have an insert. I'm pretty sure I put inserts into all the card packs. I tend to write on pencil at the back. It's an insert, so you know it's not sort of part of the card front. So I am going to put my, is this a Bloody Mary? Is that what this one's called? I've never had one of those. That's because I'm not a big fan of tomato juice, and I believe that's what they're made of. There we go. Whoops. I've got photos from our Italy trip of Aperol spritzers that we had when we were in Italy, and I think this paper would be perfect to scrapbook those photos. So I must get onto that. I'm going to start getting into all my scrapbooking. Okay. Do tell me how we're going. Is everybody keeping up? I'm going to pop this inside my card. Now, because I've got the stamp set, I did stamp a couple of strawberries, but up to you. If you've got the stamp set, you can do that. If you don't, then your half piece of drinkware will be fine to decorate the inside of your card. Okay, so just pop your insert in, and your insert's the same as your front matting piece, 10 centimeters by 14.4. And see how you can use the sides of your paper to decorate the inside of your card or your envelopes. Don't waste them. Don't waste. Okay. Okay, so this is Strawberry Slush ink, and because I've got the stamp set, I am going to use the stamps for my sentiment, but you use whatever you've got. Let's go with this one. So the all these little tiny pieces, to you, to us, it's your day, let's celebrate, they are so tiny, as you can see on this card, but they're really good. They're really cute the way they just finish off the sentiment. So I've got the cheers. If you're using this suite, well, you can work out which ones you want to use. I'm going to put cheers here. And everyone's gone really quiet. Hope I'm still recording. I think I am. I think I told someone it might go for an hour. It might go longer because we're already half an hour in. Oh, well. Okay, this one's got cheers to you. I'm going to say cheers, let's celebrate on this one because it's really cute and I like it. I'm going to use this block even though it's way too big. I'm just going to stamp it down there and pop it back. You can always add your sentiments later if you're tired and fussy cut. That's true. That is difficult. Now, if you want to put your sentiment where I've put it, like down here, you can, or you can put it up here if you don't want to cover up any of your drinks. I think I might put mine just slightly different. I might put mine there today. So this is true. You can't type in fussy cut. Well, you can if you're really clever. Okay, I think I might put mine here. I think. Oh, it's a big decision. Yep, just go for it. Now, in your pack, you will have got some of these Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. I don't know which suite they're from. I think they're part of a sweet collection, but I just really like them. And you've got clear with little flecks in them. You've got Pretty in Pink, and you've got Strawberry Slush. In your pack, you should have 3 Strawberry Slush gems. So just put them wherever you like. I do like the plaid embossing folder because sometimes it's really good. It gives you an idea of where to put a gem, and it's just really helpful, I think. I might put one down here, and it's always the third one. I get stuck on the third one every time. Let's go here. There we go. So that's the first card. We've got 5 cards to make. We've done 1. How good's that? Okay, tell me if everybody's up to it. If you're ready and raring to go for the next one. A love poet for you. Hello. From Idaho. Oh, thank you. We're making 5 cards from the Celebratory Sips Sweet Collection. This was card number 1. I do think I actually cased this from somebody and I haven't written down her name, so that was bad of me. The other thing you can do if you've got Winker Stella, I don't think you can see it on this. I put Winker Stella on the ice blocks in this glass because I figured ice sort of does have a bit of a glimmer. So if you've got glassware that's got a few little ice cubes in it, you can add some Winker Stella to your ice cubes. Or you could just add it to your normal glassware, whichever. You've always got to have Winker Stella. It's a must. So that's our first card. So those who are crafting along, are you ready to move on? Have a sip of my tea and wait. I think we probably are ready to move on. So we'll put card number 1 to one side. So card number 2 will be labelled with a post-it note in your pack. And we're going to pull it out of our plastic bag. Oh, I did want to show you something I did. I wouldn't wind it right through on your cut emboss machine, but you can emboss with the embossing folders because they're skinny. You can emboss your card, your envelope flap, but yeah, I've got texture here. That's not the best way to do it, but you can do that, and it's really cool. And it gives it a bit of detail to your envelope. Can you see that? I didn't do it very good. I have to practice hone my embossing skills on my envelopes, but yeah, it looks really good if you do it correctly. Okay, card number 2 is this one. Let me get rid of the envelope. And once again, we've just made use of the beautiful papers. You should have a little bow already tied in your kit, a little tiny banner for a sentiment, and 2 pieces of glassware. Now, on your tall glass, I have used this die from the die pack, and ran your glass through with that, and it's given you some texture as if it's cut glass. I don't know if you can see that very well on the... Hi Margaret, thanks for joining in. I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera, but it's got texture. It doesn't cut right through, it just sort of perforates and gives it sort of texture. It's really cool. Okay, so you'll have two, so you might even have this one might even be cut out for you, I can't remember. And you'll have one that'll have something hanging off the edge of the glassware, little banner, and you should have some of these iridescent foil gems in your card kit. So let's have a look at this one. And you'll also have one of the everyday arch dies, and I've embossed that with the glass embossing folder from the Glass and Gardens embossing folders. This is our card to go by. I'll hold it up so you can have a good look. So it's really easy, just matting with the paper and cardstock, everyday arch die embossed, two pieces of glassware and a sentiment. So let's pop that down and let's get our card base. So this is A5 thick basic white. And then we've got a piece of matting cardstock, which is Berry Burst, I believe. And you've got a piece of the Designer Series paper from the Celebratory Sips. And I've used the floral piece. If you want to use that side, you can. Hi, Marilyn. Thanks for joining us. We've already made one card. We're making 5 using the Celebratory Sips suite. So that's really hard to say. So that's our first card, and we're on to our second card. So if you want to use this side, you certainly can. I wonder if I should, just to change it up a little bit. I sort of thought the flowers were pretty, but you know what? I might go this way just to be different today. And it matches my glassware. So you do what you want to do. Okay, so I am just going to put this all onto my matting piece. If you prefer the flowers, go the flowers. If you want the stripes, which I believe are Timid Tiger and Peach Pie, I think. Go that. I sort of think it doesn't match this, but one of my glasswares does, so that's okay. Too late, I put glue on it. And you know what? Nobody's going to know it's got flowers on the other side unless they see this card beside it. Okay, so that's that. And then you've got your everyday arch die that's been embossed with the Glass and Gardens embossing folder. I'm going to pop that down like so. And just sort of center it, or you can put it wherever you want. If you want it down further, go for it. I am going rogue on my own card, aren't I? And I tell you what, these colours are not my colours. And I don't know whether it looks any good now when I've done it. Oh dear. Yes, it does. It's going to look fine. Well, look, my glassware matches here and this glassware matches here. So, yes. Okay, now we're going to put our matting piece that's got the paper and the arch on it onto our card base. Ah, did you? Oh, well, there you go. You just stumbled upon me. There we go. And look, even just turning the paper over looks totally different, doesn't it? It's amazing how that happens. So that one's going to go here. So once again, you've got to get your little paper snips out and fussy cut your glassware out. Unless you've got, oh no, you can't cut this one out with the die because of the orange hanging off the edge. Okay. Just going to go round my orange. I don't think no, I stamped inside. I don't think I got a extra piece to go inside on this one. I don't know what I put in the kit, so I can't remember. You'd think I'd know. The stripes look great. Well, see, I've gone rogue. Now, this is the question. Do I go extra rogue? I do want to put my bow on, and is this the one I want to show you a trick with, this bow? No, there's another one I want to show you a trick with, this ribbon. Should I go that way or should I go this way? No, I'm not going to go too far rogue. I'm going to stick with this. And get some dimensionals onto the back. I might put 3 on the back of our tall glass. And I might put 1 on our orange. Whoops. I've got glue on my fingers, I think, and that's what's happening. So everything's sticking to me now. Okay. Don't forget your take your pick tool is a really good way of getting off your dimensionals off the back. You found. Oh, you finally found me. That's funny, isn't it? I wonder why I was so hard to find. Somebody else had trouble finding me too. I'm here. Okay, so I'm going to set my tall... What are these classes called? I don't know. I think they've got a special name, but I'm not that into drinking to know what they're called. A highball glass, is that what it's called? I might just set this down a little bit rather than... I'm going to cut that off because it's crooked. Rather than being side by side, I might set it down and make it a little bit different. I'm going rogue again, aren't I? Okay, and then we've got our little banner. And get rid of that. I'm just getting rid of some of my glue spurtage because I don't like it. And if you've got a little tiny sentiment that you can put on it, I put "Let's Celebrate" from the tumblers, highball glasses. Is that what they're called? And what are these ones called? I've got a couple of these. They're really nice to drink from. If you've got a teeny tiny sentiment that you can use onto this banner, then go for it. If not, put it to one side and see what you can find in your stash. I don't think it's your days. I think "Let's Celebrate" is the one we have to do. And I'll put it on this block again. And that's berry bursting I've used. So I shall use that again. Let's celebrate. There's any of these little sentiments, but they pack a punch. I might leave that out because I've got the stamp set. I can stamp inside. I just thought this was a really fun sweet. Really cute and fun. Okay, I'm going to use mini dimensionals on my banner because they fit more easily. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that there. And before we do anything else, I'll get my little strawberry out of my stamp set. And I will put some strawberries inside. I think I made this one a 10th fold. I thought I'll do them all the same though. Yep. So let's... Oh, fingers and thumbs. So I don't tend to put an insert inside my white cards because you don't need to. How cute is that? You got the stamp set, you just call them glasses. I think that's a good idea. I know they do have some sort of name. Now, where's my ribbon gone? Here it is. So in your pack, you should have a bow already tied for you. And this is using the gold striped ribbon. And I'm just going to try and get it as small as I can because I don't want it to overwhelm the card. This is really pretty ribbon. So just, if you don't like a whole suite, but you like, I don't like that. If you don't like a whole suite collection, but you like certain elements that are in it, just buy them. Just buy the embellishments. Just buy the ribbon. Just buy the paper. Because you can mix and match and do all sorts of things with it. You know what? I should have tied my own bow in anticipation for my class. Because this is not coming together for me. There we go. It's not as small as I'd like it, but I think it's going to have to do. Now, I'll just cut that there and cut that down. That's probably all right. And that will go on with a glue dot. And I just sort of put it over here. Okay, so that's your ribbon. I think my tails are equal. Maybe not. Maybe this one's a bit too long. And then you'll have in your card pack, you'll have 3 of these iridescent foil gems. And you can just place them wherever. I think I need another pack of these. These need to go on my shopping list, in my cart. Now because my paper is not as busy as this, I can put some up on my paper, I think. Shall I? Why not? And this one can go, I'll just do it like that. But with if you've used the floral paper, I think the gems get a little bit lost in there, so that's why I didn't do it. And once again, if your drink has ice cubes in it, get your Winker Stella and colour your ice cubes so that they sparkle and look pretty, because it's all about sparkle. There we go. Same card, paper's just been turned over. Which one do you like better? Or are they okay both? Like, you know, you can't choose because they're both stunning. I quite like both of them actually. They both look really cool. I think this paper looks okay because this glass matches our berry burst matting piece. So I think it's not too rogue. So that's card number 2. So I'll just wait and make sure everybody can catch up, and don't want to move ahead. You like both, Sheila? You like the stripes, Barbara? They both look nice, I think, but look quite different considering they're exactly the same card. Now, did I? Yep, that's stepping down. That's right. Okay, I'll just clean my little strawberry off. Do I need my little strawberry? So, is everybody ready to move on? I'll put my strawberry back in my stamp case, just in case. I don't want to lose anything. Alright, so that's card number 2. So those who are crafting along, am I going too fast? Are you keeping up? You're very quiet. I've got glue on my glass mat. Whilst you're maybe just finishing off, I'll clean my glass mat and get glue off it. There we go. This glass mat, I believe, is still available. I really like it. It is noisy, but I really like it. So, now I don't want to make, I hope that's not wet. No, dried off pretty quick. Alright, I shall keep going. This is card number 3. So let me get rid of my little plastic bag. God bless sandwich bags. Okay, now, this one, I've given you options with this one. On this card, I actually stamped and die cut the little pieces of fruit out. I have given you in your pack, that's your insert, I have given you, what have I given you? I have given you a Spotlight on Nature circle die to go with the, I can't remember what that's called. I can't remember what that one's called, that embossing folder, but you know which one it is. You know which one it is. It's the 3D circly spotty embossing folder. Spotlight on Nature circle, and I've given you a tall glass and a short glass that we'll fussy cut, and I've given you a piece of this paper. So if you want to fussy cut a strawberry, cherries, a lemon wedge, whatever you want to do this, you can, or you can just leave those off. I'll leave that up to you. So let me just, basic grey is the ink I used. So we're going to just fussy cut first of all. It is a great embossing folder, Barbara. I just wish I could remember what it's called. Let me have a look. Oh, it's bugging me now. Dotted circles in 3D embossing folder is what it's called. So if you've got your glassware, you can start fussy cutting it out. So let's just go around. And you might have slightly different glassware to me, but I tried to sort of do it pretty much at least like a tall tumbler and a short one with pieces of fruit or foliage hanging off them. They just might be different fruit and foliage. So that's that one. And I'm going to just cut around our celery. I think that's what's in a Bloody Mary drink. As I said, I don't really know because I don't like tomato juice, so I've never had one. Does anybody, hey, maybe we should share our most favourite alcoholic beverage whilst we're playing with celebratory sips. I'll go first. I don't mind a good Aperol Spritz. I really liked that when we were in Rome and Italy 2 years ago. I think the girls who come to my card class know that I do like a scotch and soda after a class, especially if it's a stressful one. And I do like a glass of Prosecco. Gosh, I sound like a drunk, don't I? I'm not really. I do like a glass of bubbles. Only on special occasions. Or after a difficult card class. I'm kidding. Dotted circles. So nobody else has shared their favourite pina colada for me, gin and tonic. Oh, good. I'm glad somebody... You don't drink alcohol at all, Marilyn. Oh, well, that's probably good. I don't drink that much of it, so I think everything in moderation is fine. So you should have your 2 pieces of glassware cut out, and hopefully I got rid of all your bits from your circle die. I didn't get them out of mine, but that's okay. I can do that now. And this is Strawberry Slush card base, one of the in colours. And get rid of all those things. Onto the floor they go. So what we're going to do is, if you want to, you do not have to. Let me just find. Okay. You can use your Strawberry Slush ink pad and just blend over the top. I think it looks really good on this Tia Maria. Ooh, I haven't had one of them for a long time. But Espresso Martini. I've only had that once, Lizette, and I wasn't a fan. Considering I like coffee, it didn't do much for me. A Virgin Bloody Mary. Ooh. See, I can't do a Bloody Mary because of the tomato juice. Okay, so this, you can see I've just brushed some ink over this embossing folder. This is such a cool embossing folder because the dots are so prominent, because it's the 3D kind of embossing folder, that it picks up ink really well. Now I've got my dark reds or pinks blending brush, and I'm not even going to ink it up because who knows. Old-fashioned lemonade, an Americano. I don't know what an Americano is. I have to look that one up. I remember when I was a kid, my mum used to like a shandy. Do you all know what a shandy is? I remember that so well. Anyway, I'm just using the ink that was on my blending brush. If you have got an uninked blending brush, you might need to ink it up. And if you don't want to do this at all, you don't have to. But I'm just putting some ink because I just think it looks so good on this embossing folder. I just think it looks so cool. And I'm sort of leaving this bit down here and this bit up here uninked. See, I didn't even have to ink up. That's enough ink, she says, as she keeps going. Okay. It's coffee, is it an Americano? Shandy is beer and lemonade. It is beer and lemonade, and that's what I remember my dear old mum having sometimes. She said it was refreshing. Okay, so this is a Strawberry Slush card base. And we've got our matting piece, like so we can put that on. And there's lots of divots and holes and nooks and crannies with this embossing folder, so ink it, glue it, and put lots of glue or lots of tape or lots of seal on it to make sure it sticks down well, particularly around the sides. I'm just going to hold it in place, because sometimes when I go back to 3D embossing folders on cards I've made, I'll see, oh, this just down here is not stuck very well. So I do like to make sure, I don't want my cards falling apart when I give them to people, because that would be terrible. Okay, these circle dies, the Spotlight on Nature circle dies, I think just go so beautifully with this embossing folder. So let's get rid of that. So that's going to go up on dimensionals, but before we do that, if you're wanting to fussy cut some of these out, you can. I might just do a couple, perhaps. I'll think about it. Okay, I might put, I'll put my Bloody Mary this way. And then this one's going to go up on dimensionals. I think that looks all right. Okay, let's put some glue on our Bloody Mary first. I should go out in the town drinking tonight after this class, shouldn't I? For those who know me, they know that that won't be happening. Okay, and we've got, I'll just put 2 on here because our lemon, or what is it, our orange will hang over. Okay, I think that looks all right. Now, let's put some dimensionals on the back of our circle. There we go. And it's easy to place. You just place it in the center of all these dots and you're pretty good. I mean, if you want this one straight, turn it so that your Bloody Mary's on an angle. I don't know. Maybe I should do it that way, because I guess if you're drinking orange juice, you'll be still standing straight and your Bloody Mary might be... But that might not be orange juice. That could be orange and vodka, orange juice and vodka, mightn't it? Now, that's going to flap around in the breeze and I don't like that. So I am going to get a mini dimensional and stick it on my fingernail. No, stick it underneath so it's stuck down. There we go. So if you've got foliage hanging out of your glassware, do that. Okay, now we've got a piece of strawberry slush. Maybe I should put it down here this time. I'm going rogue again, girls. And if you don't want to cut any of this out, if you've got the stamp set, you can go ahead and stamp and die cut some little extra bits and pieces. I'm going to just cut a little strawberry out just to see what it looks like. And there's some cherries too, they would look nice too. Oh, this is not working for me. Let's just do that. Okay. That one looks pretty good. I can't just have one. I could do this little bunch of grapes or whatever they are. I think, yeah, they look grapes. Look like grapes. I can see it better on the stamped one. This one's a little bit watercoloured and a bit sort of blurry. Or maybe it's my eyes. Okay, we'll just quickly, if we can. Okay, that's another one. Oh, look, I think this is working. So if you're crafting along, cut a few of your little... I think for me, this lime wedge might be the next thing for me to cut. And you can certainly use the rest of the ones. I'll just cut down here. You can certainly use some of the rest if you want on your insert inside the card. I think that looks all right actually. Now, do I do this and do I do this? Does that look better? I'm fussing now, aren't I? Okay, let's just make a decision and go with it. That looks all right. Now, these are popped up on dimensionals, so you'll need to use mini dimensionals if you're going to do that. And I'll put one there and one there. And like, you don't have to fuss and do all these little extra bits and pieces, but it's kind of fun. Okay, just one on that little bunch of grapes. And maybe two on our strawberry. There we go. And let's get our banner and we can do a little bit of stamping. That's our insert. Basic grey, I said, didn't I? Okay, and once again, I'm going to use the sentiments from the stamp set because I can. If you don't have this stamp set, then you use what you've got. This one's cheers. I've got cheers to you on that card. Cheers. That doesn't look like basic grey. That's what we've got. That's not basic grey, that's something else. But that's okay. That's what we're working with. And cheers to you. Let's do cheers, it's your day. Let's do that this time. What's this one? It's your day. So I don't know what colour I did on my original card, so because I've written the wrong colour down by mistake. Look, go there. But that's okay, it still looks like you can read it. Okay, and then this will go up on dimensionals. Now, I didn't put any embellishments on this card because I just felt the dots on the embossing folder and then the little bit of fruit floating around, I just didn't think it needed it. But if you want to, go ahead and add some embellishments. Now this is your insert. See, this is how I put them in your packs, so you know that that's not for the front of the card, that's for inside. And if you've got any of these left over, you could fussy cut some more of those and put them on the inside of your card. There we go. I won't do that now because that will take too long. I will come back and do that. But that, and I'll put my little bits. Oh, there's a strawberry there. I will put my little bits. See, there's some cherries and a strawberry. I probably don't need that strawberry. And this is, I think, a piece of carrot peeled. So I could cut those strawberries and cherries out and put them down in there, which I may do later on. So that's card number 3. How are we going? Are we enjoying it? Are we having fun? So just different glassware from the paper, and it still looks really good. And if this isn't beside this one, that colour looks okay. You can read it. So you can read it. Oh, good. Okay, that's card number 3. Let's put that one to one side. And I've got bits from my little circle die. How are we going? Okay, we've gone over the hour. Sorry, Lizette, I did say an hour, but oops, I should say an hour and a half, hey? This is card number 4. Now, let me put a stamp. So this is just a really simple card. I've done some of the designer series paper in here. Just half a glass, or not quite, maybe 3/4 of a glass off the edge of the designer series paper. 2 cut from the paper, a strip of paper, a banner, and some dies. And I want to show you how to do this to your ribbon if you haven't seen this before. It's citrus peel. Ah, you're not wrong. You'd probably know. You're more well travelled than me. Okay, so you've got your insert. This is Berry Burst, I think. Yes. And we are going to, that's our card base. So that's for your insert. That's not for the front. So it goes inside. You've got a strip of this paper with all the different little tiny glasswares and bottles and everything like that. Oh, you're really enjoying it, Marilyn. That's really good. Thank you. If you prefer the dots, you can go the dots. I'm going to go the glassware. I like the glassware. Now this card, I put it right over to the edge. This one, I might put it a little bit further across. You've got some more glassware to fussy cut. You've got a banner. Now I have heat embossed on this one. I'm not sure if that'll take too long. This is a die from the Textured Notes dies, And this is just a piece of cardstock matting to go behind it, and it measures 7.5 centimeters by 11.7. I've just done it 0.5 centimeter bigger than the textured note die. Really easy once again. So let's put our piece of designer series paper on. If you want the spots, you go the spots. You be you. You be you. Okay. Now this one's right up on the fold. I'm going to bring mine in a fraction this time just to make it a little bit different. Now, if your piece of designer series paper hangs over a little bit, just trim it down. I'll get rid of my insert. Just trim it down. Sometimes I sort of cut it and a fraction hangs over. No, mine's fine this now. I thought it was going to hang over, but it's not. Okay, and now we've got our textured note die. We can pop that onto our backing piece. Our little matting piece of Blackberry Bliss. You know what? I might heat emboss because I've got to get my heat tool out for something else. Okay, and that's going to go there. And you sort of cover up some of the glassware behind, but no, this piece, Sheila, it's Blackberry Bliss, but it could be black. You could make it black and that would work. But it's Blackberry Bliss. You do cover up some of your glassware, but I think it's just like a hint behind that looks okay. So now we're coming back to our fussy cutting, girls. So get your little tumblers and your paper snips and fussy cut. And you know, they're quite easy to fussy cut. And I hope everybody got an umbrella for this one. I hope. I'm sure you would have, because I wouldn't have given myself an umbrella if I couldn't have given you guys an umbrella, because I think the umbrella sort of makes it. So this is what would that be? Pink lemonade? Oh, that's okay, Leslie. We've been going for a little bit. We're making 5 cards. So this is my online class for the month, and we're making 5 cards using the Celebratory Sips sweet collection. So I think this is a pink lemonade. I'm sure it's got alcohol in it. And I may have said in another video, when I was a little girl, my dad had 2 jobs. He was a sales rep and would travel the New South Wales state for his day job and quite often be away, like 1 week in 4 he was away on a sales trip. But he also used to work at Wentworthville Leagues Club. He worked on the bar, he worked as a bouncer. My dad a bouncer, that's so funny. And he worked in the cash place, you know, like when you go to, well, back in the day, if you had to, I'm trying to get in here and I can't get in here, if you had to get cash for the poker machines, he was on the cash booth. Does that make sense? Anyway, he used to bring home these little umbrellas, the paper umbrellas from Cocktails for me. Because I used to think they were cute. So I would play with them and put them in cups of tea, you know, pretend cups of tea when I was little. This wasn't last week. Okay. So they have a fond memory for me, those little paper umbrellas. I don't see them much these days. Well, no, you probably do. I just don't get out much. Okay, so we're just going to, now I put my umbrella one down flat and I put my tumbler up on dimensionals. This one on my do you like the umbrellas in your drinks? Do they still do them, Lizette? Because, well, as I said, I don't get out much, so I don't really know. This one's got ice cubes in it, so I've put some Winker Stella on it. This one doesn't have ice cubes. I'm sad. But, you know, I hope you've got ice cubes. If not, maybe we'll have to figure something out. Okay, I'm going to do my umbrella drink, my pink lemonade. And yeah, I haven't seen those for ages. What did you glad I clarified that I don't still play with the little paper umbrellas? No, I don't. Okay, I'm going to put them on their sides because, you know, we've had too much to drink. And they need to go a bit on a slant. Tropical holidays. Okay, so therefore I need to go on a tropical holiday. I feel a tropical holiday is on the agenda. Okay, so once again, I'm just putting dimensionals in the center of our cups, of our tumblers, because not that I'm tucking anything in behind, but if you do want to tuck anything in behind, if you've got dimensionals around the edges, you can't poke things in. So, all right, this one's going on its side too because we've had too much to drink. Okay, I'm being silly now. And then this goes on dimensionals. I'll just do one in each corner and one in the middle so we don't sag in the middle. Nobody wants to sag. Cruise around the islands. I'm never, ever, ever going to get my husband on a cruise. He will not even think about it. We had one booked, actually. We had a South Pacific cruise booked when COVID hit, and when that cruise ship was, it was a terrible situation. And we lost our deposit. We paid $500. We lost our deposit, but I didn't care. I thought, I'm not going on a cruise ship. So, yeah, the only cruise ship he says he'll go on with me is, I really want to do Canada and Alaska and do that Alaskan cruise up to the Northern Lights. He said he'll go on that cruise. So, I'll hold him to it. But we're not doing that for a little while. We've got other things to sort out first. Okay, this is our insert. So unless you're going to stamp on it, you can put that in your card. And I don't know if I gave you half a glass to decorate inside. If I didn't, I apologise. I can send one in the mail. Okay. So I've done nearly a full glass and a strawberry. Okay. All right. Let's get my ribbon. I am going to heat emboss my sentiment, and I know you guys don't have to. Or you can and do it later. Look, I'm trying to tie this and it's not working. I'm just going to tie my ribbon, but I want to show you what. Can you see? Murray River Princess Cruise is great. Yeah. Girls trip. Okay, girls, let's go. Where can we go? When can we go? Can anybody see this ribbon? This is the gold ribbon we're using. Can you see how it's all curly? I want to show you how I did that. Okay, so let's just tie this. So if you want to heat emboss but don't want to do it right now, that's okay. You can put it to one side and do it later. I've used white embossing powder, Versamark ink and white embossing powder. Okay. All right, let's grab this. I just know if I don't heat emboss it now, it might not get done, and that would be very sad. Okay, cheers. Cheers. And it's not really a lot of heat embossing. The Murray River sounds really nice. Okay, let me think. Let me move these over here. What's the last card? Okay, I'm just thinking. Okay, embossing buddy, but that's Blackberry Bliss, if you can't see it clearly from the for the screen. That's Blackberry Bliss. So I've got my Versamark ink, and I'm just going to ink up my cheers and whack it on. Cover that up. And I'm going to grab my little tweezers because that will be good. And put my white embossing powder over it. You all know how to heat emboss, but it doesn't hurt to have a little quick look again. Is that good enough? Let me get my little tiny brush. It's the only thing doing it on black or dark colours. Any little tiny bits, I'm going to just pop that back in there and pretend I don't need to do anything with it. And get my heat tool. Now, it's a bit noisy, but we'll just heat emboss our cheers. It's got to warm up a bit first. Then I want to show you something with that. It's hot. Okay, so just heat emboss your sentiment. Okay, so we go. There's our sentiment. Isn't it beautiful? I do a European River Cruiser. No, see, that's the same with me, Leslie. I don't want to go out in the ocean where there's those big waves now. And it's terrible if you see reels where ships are going up and down and up and down. Oh, no. Yeah, I reckon a European river cruise might... Oh, that was stupid, Denise. We are only putting a dimensional on one side of our sentiment because it's going over the edge. Okay, so I'm gonna just butt that up. Is that right? I think that's right. Hold it down. So I've got dimensional at this end and glue there. And just covering up my umbrella a little bit. But this is what I want to show you. You can do it with this ribbon. You can do it with the white and silver ribbon, the silver edged ribbon. And you can do it with this one too, the iridescent striped trim. It works with that as well. Put it down on your silicone mat. That's the word I was trying to find. Hold it with your, take your pick tool. Get your heat tool and heat it up. And when I hit it with the heat tool, it shrinks and twists and curls up. Need to smooth that down there. Okay. How cool is that ribbon now? It's all curly cute. It's so cute. I love it. I love that trick with ribbon. It just makes it look so cute. And then just put a piece of glue dot on the back. You don't have to do that. I'm going to use 2 glue dots just to make it secure. You don't... I did setting 2, Sheila. And don't hold it with your fingers because you'll burn your fingers. That's why I use the take your pick tool. Just hold it down on the knot of the ribbon and it just curls up and looks so cute. And you can't control the way it curls. It's just going to go whichever way it goes. But it's really cute. It's cool, isn't it, Lizette? It only works on certain ribbons. It's the ones that are a bit more synthetic-y, if that's even a word. Okay, moving along. What have we got here? I think we've used the holographic dots again. What did I do with those? Okay, you should have some of these. These are the ones that are in the Sweet collection. And they come in small, medium and large. So let's just pop them down. I don't even think I'm going to change where I've placed them. I think I'm just going to do the same. See, I didn't go very rogue on that one, did I? Okay, so that's card number 4. I hope you're keeping up. I hope I'm not going too quick. And that's with our curly whirly ribbon. You can always trim them a bit shorter if you don't like which way they're going. Or you can just leave it as is. You don't have to do that. Okay, that's card number 4. And if you've got ice cubes in your drink, you could put some Winker Stella over the top. All right, ladies, last card. Hour and a half. That's what I should say, shouldn't I? An hour and a half for these online card classes. Okay, number 5. Last card. You will have, what is this? Peach pie. And you can see these are really simple cards. Like the layouts, the sketches. It's just a sketch design. Strip, a panel, circles. A panel, a block. They're just really easy cards. So peach pie. Here we go. And this white piece should have insert on it, so that will go inside. So don't worry about that. It's not for the front. Okay, so you can put, here's your flowers again, and the stripes. If you want the flowers, we could do the flowers this time. Or you can do stripes. You know what? Denise is going to go rogue, and she's going to put flowers on this card. Then you'll have 3 stylish shaped circles. I did the stylish shapes especially for Sheila. And then you will have a jug of some description, whether it's this one or the pink lemonade. You will have a tall glass, or what will you have? Let me think. So you've got a jug to go on one. You've got a bottle and something else to go on another. And then you've got a tall tumbler and a small tumbler to go on another. So, and then I just put my circles sort of halfway, or no, 3/4 over the designer series paper. Do the flowers. Okay, all right, now this is where your fussy cutting can be a little bit intricate, because some of these are quite close, like this one. I don't think I gave this one to anybody else because I thought that's not fair. So you should have a pink lemonade jug, or whatever that kind is. I need to do a bar hopping afternoon, evening to know what I'm talking about. Not really. Okay, that's my jug, and my jug is going to go here in the middle. Now, I don't think I can make use of that lemonade one because it's sort of skew with. Okay, what did I... Maybe I haven't cut enough out for me. Oh, please, I hope I've cut enough out for everybody else. Okay. If not, I can send them to you in the mail. I can cut you more. I'm sure I cut everybody. I'm sure I was meticulous making, okay, they've got a bottle, they've got a jug, they've got a glassware. Okay. Ah, thank you, Barbara. It's sangria. I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay, that's that one. What's this one? Can I get... Maybe I'll use this one to get... I don't know. Anyway, let's have a little try. Otherwise, I've got the paper. I can get myself some more, but I hope I've got enough for everybody in the class. This one's sort of just tiny, just very tiny cut off at the top, but nobody's going to know because they'll have been drinking too much. Okay, that one looks alright. That doesn't look like it's cut off. I think that's okay. And now, what have I got for the top? I don't know. I think I'll have to work this out myself. That's no good. Let's start putting our card together and I can play. Make sure everybody... I Google shit, Sheila. True. Might not be as much fun though. Might not be as much fun. Okay, I'm going flowers this time, but you can go stripes. So just like we did on the other card, you can go stripes or you can go flowers. And this one's going to have a border top, left and bottom. So it's not the same length as the card base. Yeah, Google, that means you don't even have to get up off the couch. You can just do it from the couch. I think that's good too. All right, our circles are on dimensionals. Now I would put your circles. Let me just look. I've just done two dimensionals on our circles. Make sure the stitching is not the wrong way around. You want it to be correct. Oops. And I would put... I don't think I need my glue anymore. Where did my take your pick glue go? There it is. I would put your top one on so that you put it exactly, so if you want to go halfway you can. I'm going to sort of do pretty much the same, and then I would put my bottom one on so that I can see that I've got the same amount of distance from the top, and put it, there we go. And then thanks girls, appreciate that. And then this one will just sort of fit in. Now I've obviously put these ones closer together. I've spaced these ones out more. So just do where you want to. But I think close together looks okay. I think it looks okay. Now, I put your little... My jug's going to be a bit big now, isn't it? No, it's not. I really don't like that one there. I really want that one. It's too pink. Girls, work out your glassware. Work out where you want your glassware. And go with that. Okay, I think that one looks a bit better down here. And then I will have to find another tall or highball or whatever they're called glass. Now these are on dimensionals, mini dimensionals. Yep, both of them are on dimensionals. So So that could be actually one big one. These ones will need, this one will need minis. And I might even put a mini up here. Is that there? Okay, let's pop that there. And this one can go here. And a jug. A jug could have big ones. Just two, maybe. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. I agree. Okay, this one has got 2 dimensionals on it, but if you've got this jug, oh, you could probably put 2 on that. There we go. And I am going to, what am I going to do? Shall I bore everybody and cut out another glass? See, some of these aren't quite in the right spot. And that was my dilemma. No, I won't bore you. You can see how some just don't work. Alright, I will finish that. Oh, look, I could do a bottle. I could do a bottle. That's what I could do. I could do, no, see, that's got a lemon thing in it. I could do this bottle. Let's just, I hope I gave everybody enough. I'm just going to go across like that and get my bottle this way. You guys are funny. Okay. I really didn't plan on going this long. I am sorry. But I guess that's what happens when you do 5 cards. And you have to fussy cut. Okay. Oh, so is that 2 similar colours? No, it's fine. Denise, it's fine. Don't overthink it. It's fine. Okay. Let's put some dimensionals on these things. Just one there. Look at that. I've just run out of big dimensionals. And there. Okay, I'll put this bottle over this side because I should. And this one here. There we go. And now, did I give you these little gems? The in colour glimmer gems? I might have. I think I've run out of them now, so I don't know what I'm going to use. Horrors. Okay, what are we doing? This one I've just put It's Your Day on the sentiment. But you know what? Let's go with Let's Celebrate. I'm just going to go rogue. I've done that a bit today, haven't I? And I might go Timid Tiger ink. Okay, let's celebrate. Whoops. My stamp's a little bit wonky. I think that's appropriate. Can you see how the let's... Let me see if I can get this to focus. I don't know if that's focusing, but the let's is a little bit wonky. So that's because we've had too much to drink. Get off. Okay. Let's celebrate. Let's put it up here this time around. And if you've got bling, well, that's true. Yeah, I'm glad I don't suffer from migraines. Not because of that, but I'm just glad I don't suffer from migraines. Because that would be ugly. That would be horrible. Okay. I'm just trying to work out. I'm just going to go with these because I don't think I've got any of the others left over. I'm going to put one here. And Maybe one there and a big one. And see, if I put that over there, I can't see it. That's why I didn't do the flowers the other way. Okay, that is our card class done. I'm so sorry it took so long. Hi, Joan. You've had a lovely afternoon watching me be crazy. I'm glad. It's nice to have something to fill in time. I often watch YouTube videos and then I haven't stuck my insert in. You can go ahead and stick the insert in. So that's card number 5. This was card number 4. That's pretty much exactly the same, so we'll put that on top of each other. These ones we went rogue and changed it around. And this was card number, oops, well, that's right. I'm going to try and finish mine off a bit. This was card number 3. I didn't stamp the same ink. So that was card number 3. Oh, bring them down, Denise. Oh, that's so nice of you all. This was card number 2. This is where we went rogue again. We turned the flowers over and went with the stripes, and this time we turned the stripes over and went with the flowers. It's not as cold here today, Sheila, over here. It's probably cooling down now, but today's been quite nice. Okay, and this is card number 1, pretty much identical. So that's using the Celebratory Sips Sweet Collection from the online store. So there are 5 cards, and pretty much I've just used the designer series paper. I mean, I've used the sentiments from that stamp set, but I've just used the paper. So I really hope you've had a nice afternoon just being silly with me, because I'm really good at that. So I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. Look at all the mess over there. Look at it. It's disgusting. I'm trying to get rid of it. It's hard to drink, is it? I think we should all go now and have a nice drink. No, I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you on Monday afternoon for my Makeup Monday. I'm going to do a fun fold class. Card, sorry. So have a great rest of the weekend. Take care. Have a drink. If you have a drink, think of me. And I will see you on Monday afternoon. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.